Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be pretty different, kind of talk about everything that I'm into, which I have a lot of hobbies, so been having videos about mountain biking, wake surfing, whatever, but this one's going to be a little bit different. So I'm talking about my truck because I have always dreamed of having a big old Ram 2500 that was fully decked out, capable of anything, built for going on extended hunting trips, truck camping, could tackle the snow, mud, anything else that is thrown at it. Basically an overland rig, as you know, you would more commonly call it today. But I think the AEV Prospector is kind of the thing that I have in mind. It wasn't what I knew of at the time that I started dreaming of it, but in today's terms, like they build it ready to go. The AEV Prospector is amazing, and so that is what I'm slowly starting to build, basically, now that I have my Ram 2500. So phase one of the project was tires and suspension, and for that my wife and I and a couple friends left the great state of Washington and headed to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is where my wife and I both grew up, and the family farm there has every tool that you could possibly dream of to work on a project like this, and all the space that you could need, including a lift for the truck to not have to be lying on the cold, wet ground here in Washington. So this fall we took a road trip out to the farm and got it done. So let's head to the farm and see the transformation. So for this build, there are a lot of suspension choices out there. I mentioned the AEV Prospector kind of being my dream, so I went with the AEV dual sport suspension for the 2019 Plus Ram. That's what I have, it's 2019. AEV has done an incredible job over the years, so much so that they actually work directly with Ram, and you can buy an AEV Prospector or the Prospector XL directly from a Ram dealer. If you install the suspension, the warranty is still valid. For this, I went with the 37-inch build, so if you're familiar with the AEV Prospector, Prospector XL, you can do 37s or 40 or 41-inch tires. I went with 37s because this is my daily driver. I plan to take road trips with it. I will drive it a lot, and for the type of off-road driving that I do, 37-inch tires would be plenty for me. For the tires, I went with the general Grabber ATX tires. I did a ton of research, was reading nonstop. I think in the end, basically anything I had narrowed it down to would have been good. So whether it was the KO2s or the Nittos or Vulcan, like there were so many good choices out there. I can tell you, fast forwarding to 4,000 miles later, I'm still really happy with them. They're super, super quiet, which was one of the big questions that I had. And they're very comfortable. They perform great in all kinds of conditions. I've already had it in snow and mud and plenty of highway miles. They're great in all those conditions. I also picked up the ARB twin air compressor, but gonna save that for another time. So that's it. We really got to see what this felt like and how the tires performed on our 3,000 mile drive back from the farm to the Seattle area. And they were fantastic. I was really happy with how quiet they were on the highway, very comfortable, great at high speeds, especially as you get out west and the speed limit really picks up. So really happy with everything. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like. And if you want to see the video about the compressor, which is going to come out next, and installing it in the RAM boxes, hit subscribe so you'll know when it comes out, and I'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching.